I'm heading back home now. It took 3 hours to get here. At least I'll have a little bit of this current to take me home for this first little part. So this is the last little bit of rapid here. Very small, just ripply stuff. That's it. The last little island on the mossy. Looks like the eagles have been sitting on that island there, and pelicans. The first time I came here was the C1. Like I said, I was here with my dad. Oh, must have been only about, can barely remember, I think I was about 8 years old. We came up here with a motorboat. There used to be a guy that used to live over here. His name was Shorty Raven. Just below this last little riffle stuff here. The cabin there, I guess my grandpa would come and see him every now and then, and he used to stay with my grandpa. He didn't have a family, he just crapped over here and lived here all his life. He died in this cabin there. He froze to that in the cabin there, and they couldn't get his body out of the, like he had a cellar, a little cabin, and I guess they just cremated him there. I'm almost to where he lived. I'll point it out. He must have been on this river many times. Dad said it was right this is where you can see the pelicans up ahead. Right there, right where the I'll zoom them in. Where you can see the pelicans over there. Straight up on the bank is where he had a cabin up there, and like I said, he froze there one winter, and they found him, and they came over here and they just cremated him in his cellar, burnt the cabin down. I've never stopped there. That's where it is, like straight ahead. We went up there, we'd probably find kind of where he was, where his cabin used to be. Anyway, that's where it is. Oh, maybe someday I'll go up there and try and find it. Right now there's too many bugs there. So that's where he lived, Shorty Raven. Made very strong coffee, they tell me. He would have his pot of coffee, just keep adding the coffee. Never take the grounds out, just keep adding until it was filled, and then he'd start a new one, I guess. My dad said he didn't like to stop there because he'd always get that coffee, and he said it was just not that good to drink, and his dad would try and go by her, but it wouldn't matter how early in the morning it was. He'd hear you, and he'd stop and he'd call my grandpa over. His name was Lionel, and he'd say, "Lionel, I would have some coffee," and they'd have to turn back. And I think it's right over here is the real spot. You can sort of see this is where he must have had his cabin, just on top there. I was pointing the wrong part out. So right there, where his place was. Yeah. That's something. Yeah, that's it right there. There's the spot. I suppose nobody's been up here since. He was alive, and he must have died in the 50s. Right there, straight up there is where he lived. Anyway, that's it for now.